going to discuss about an indicator called MA5. This MA5 indicator is much like the RSI indicator, the calculation especially. But the important thing is that the component of volume is included into this indicator. So for the day in which the candle is positive, it takes the volume as positive, and for the day negative, it takes into negative. So that's how it builds into the calculation and produces an indicator which fluctuates within a range of 0 to 100 with a normal zone of 20 to 80 and 80 to 100 as overbought and 0 to 20 as oversold zone. Now for MA5 indicator, due to the volume component, it becomes a little bit different from the RSI indicator. Now we can either look at the RSI or MA5 or look at both of them, but most of the time they would produce similar results, but in some cases looking at MA5 provides a different perspective while we look into the market. Now let us look at the chart here. Alongside RSI, we would compare how we can use the MA5 in our trading. Here the RSI indicator is already here into the chart. Let me add the MA5 indicator here so that we can understand it a little bit better. Now see, the overbought zones and of RSI and MA5 almost coincide a lot, but due to the volume component, let me add volume also into the chart. Just add the volume into the chart. Here we add the volume here. It is just below the price. Now due to the volume component, MA5 generates less trading signals compared to a lot generated by the RSI, and some of the trading signals are a little bit different at times. Here you see that RSI is generating a buy signal, but MA5 is unable to generate it due to the volume component. If the volume is high, then during up move the MA5 moves little exaggeratedly. The positive volume is high. Here you see that RSI is not going beyond the 70 line, but MA5 is going beyond the 80 line. Now the reverse is true due to the same volume component. Here you can see that MA5 didn't go below the 20 line, but the RSI was well below the 30 line. Now apart from this, most of the usages of the MA5 are same. So if we are looking at a Kotak bank chart here, as we have seen that in the case of RSI, when we see reversal pattern, and we can see that at the same time the RSI moving below the 70. Similarly, here we can see that there is a reversal pattern here, bearish engulfing pattern, and see that the MA5 at the same time is moving in the normal zone from overbought zone. So this was a selling opportunity. Similarly, you can see that there was a good support line already in place, and around this point of time MA5 went from oversold zone to the normal zone. So this was a very good buying opportunity with a very small stop loss, but this was not provided by the RSI. That is why it is important to look the volume weighted RSI, that is the MA5, so that we get some better signals from this or this at different point of times. Now let me squeeze it a little bit. Another point here is that let us go to the divergence. So divergence is like in the case of RSI, what we have said, if the price and the indicator is moving a little bit unsynchronously, then we can say that there is a divergence. So in an up move, if we find that the stock is moving higher highs and the indicator is not able to make higher highs, vice versa in a down move, in the case of down move, the price is making lower lows and the indicator is unable to make lower lows, then there is divergence. And not all divergence again actually succeed, but it is important to look at divergences because more often they succeed and provide good trading opportunities. Here you see a bullish divergence. See, the price was making lower lows, price was going lower, but see the RSI was not providing any kind of indication of the divergence. But here you see, when you look at the MFI, there was a clear-cut divergence, and due to the volume factor, and see when the price actually turned around, the MFI divergence indicated us earlier. So this was a great trading opportunity. Let me look at the TVS Motor chart here also. See, this was a bearish divergence, and this was provided both by the RSI and the MFI. So in some cases, both show the divergence. In the case, some show, some doesn't show. But in the case of bearish divergence, see as the MFI moved in the normal zone, how beautiful the down move that occurred. So this is an important aspect. So we should look at them at the same time. Now, let me show another thing, that this was a great up move in the stock of TVS Motor, and we could see that this 45-55 band acted as a good support in the case of RSI, and they provided good swing trading opportunity. What is swing trading? Like this is an uptrend, so the small pullbacks, someone get to buy with a very small stop loss. This is called swing trading along the direction of the major trend, but on smaller pullbacks along the direction. Similarly, see in the case of a down move, if someone is selling in these pullbacks, these are called swing trades. So we will discuss about swing trade or different aspects of trading, different ways of trading later. But for now, let us concentrate on the indicator MFI and RSI. See, here the MFI, the RSI was providing buying opportunity. In this fall, the RSI actually went below the 45-55 band, so someone could have exited if he was looking at RSI only. But if he or she was looking at the MFI, he or she could understand that 45-55 band in the MFI was not breached. So actually it was just a little bit pullback, more than average pullbacks that it had earlier, but it was still a very good entry point, and someone could have held his position and see how he could have gone in a profitable zone. See again here what happened is that during this pullbacks, what we could see, both the RSI and the MFI actually gave very good shorting opportunities. The point is that the MFI came the second time. See this point again, as the MFI came close to the 55 level, was a very good shorting opportunity even after this down move, and the down move from this level 650 odd level to 560 odd level. So not only this point, the MFI provided this point. So this is all about MFI and RSI together. The MFI has the volume component, and that's why it is little bit different, and that's why it gives little bit different. I won't say that one is better than the other, but yeah, it is great to have both of these indicators. So this is all about MFI. Thank you for watching the video. The next video we will come to you with one more indicator. Thank you very much.